coworker and I were chatting about taxes. And he mentioned to me that his tax professional told him because they're coming up April 15th deadline, that he wanted to do my coworker's taxes, personal taxes, and then do the business taxes later. I was like, okay, so he's gonna do an amended return for your personal. He was like, no, he's just gonna do the business taxes later. Do my taxes first and the business taxes later. Maybe this tax professional doesn't understand the correlation between businesses and personal taxes. If he's going to do the personal taxes first and the business taxes later and not do amended personal tax return. This got me thinking, well, how do we choose a professional? That's one of the first questions to ask yourself when you are choosing a new tax professional. Do they understand the correlation between business and personal? If they don't, this might not be a good fit, especially as you're growing in your real estate investor, growing as being a real estate professional. For me, another question to ask is this tax professional asking me enough questions about my situation? Are they getting information from me, or are they just grabbing what I give and taking it, running with it, and coming back with it with the tax returns? That's not good. They need to gather information from you because our situations are unique. It's different, especially when we own properties, what type of properties, and what we're doing with it, how we own the properties. Are they under LLCs, or are they under personal name, or are we partnerships, whatever it may be. They need to grab that information from you. Another question to ask myself is, are they explaining these things clearly to me? So we hire the tax professional because we don't understand, we don't know how, we just don't have time to do these taxes that can be very intricate and very complex sometimes. And so we want to get a tax professional who is able to explain, maybe not every little thing, every schedule, but they need to be able to explain the overarching or the general idea of concepts and things. Where does this, the income expenses, where does that go on my taxes? The income expenses for my property, where does that go? My W-2 income, my 1099 income. They need to be able to explain in general, because remember, I am responsible for my taxes, no matter whether the professional does it or not. I'm responsible. The IRS, they'll be looking at me. They're going to call me. I have to pay, or I get the refund. I am responsible. So I'm going to need to understand some of these things. And if your tax professional isn't able to explain clearly, at least the overarching, I'm thinking it might be time to switch to someone else. Another thing I'm thinking about is this tax professional responsive to me? Are they able to be reached, or is it difficult to get to them? When I send an email, do they respond? When I call them, are they available? If they're never available, I talk to the secretary, then the assistant's assistant, then the assistant, then the coworker, and then get to them. This might not be a good fit for me at this moment. Now, mind you, the tax professionals, there are plenty of tax professionals out there, a lot of them, and not everybody's going to fit with everybody else. So you choose the one so that fits with you. And if you don't care about communication like that, as long as they're good, great. Another thing is this tax professional giving me advice and helping me plan? This question is very important to me. Is this tax professional helping me analyze my financial picture? Are they advising me on the tax implications or the decisions I need to make regarding real estate and, just life in general? Are they suggesting year-end strategies and identifying tax-saving opportunities? As I move forward in my real estate journey, my taxes became the key requirement for financial transactions, whether it was like obtaining a mortgage or a line of credit or a cash out refinance. I needed to show that I had enough income to cover the mortgages or the LLC or whatever it might be for multiple properties. And my tax professional helped me create a strategy so these transactions would be possible and future purchases would be protected. Okay. Something else that I have to take into consideration is Do I feel comfortable working with them? If I don't feel comfortable working with a tax professional, if I feel put down, or if I feel like they're not listening, or if I feel like they're not explaining, it might be time to look for someone else. Now, sometimes they have everything in check, but you just don't feel comfortable for whatever reason. You want to feel comfortable with them, and you want to establish that rapport and that trust. And then another thing is, do they have that expertise? Do they have that expertise? My coworker, it didn't seem like that tax professional had the expertise for the LLC and for doing his taxes, or he would have known that that the LLC has to tie into his taxes and done an admitted tax return. So I wanted to jump in here and add that as a real estate investor, my tax preparer needs to have expertise handling a real estate professional's taxes. They need to be familiar with concepts such as owning real estate through an LLC or another entity, depreciation, cost segregation, bonus depreciation, 1031 exchanges, K1s, passive versus ordinary income, capital gains, and especially for me, real estate professional status. These factors, along with a host of others, significantly impact the preparation of my taxes. And it can be the difference between whether I owe or whether I'm getting money back. Okay, so these are some of the things that you might want to think about when choosing a tax professional